Massive flower on this Echinos series. Look at that. Look, you can see that there's the fruit, inferior ovary, but the fruit's going to be maturing. There's the massive tip. They're waiting for a little bit more heat to open up. You can see just got a nice little cavalcade, just a nice little wallpaper of spines right there. Look inside my perianth. Look at all the stamens in there. Flowers need a little bit more heat to open up though. So we also got a smattering of tiny peyotes in the bushes here, as well as these ones. We just poured some water out on these guys, these beefy boys, but it actually kind of makes them stick out more, so maybe we'll build a little rack nest around them. Not necessary, but it makes us feel good, like a lot of things humans do. Got more Neolordia, seemingly everywhere. Also got this large mam with one of the squishy red fruits in it, as well as a couple peyotes right there. What is it? Shit, somebody must have moved that. Also got Malaria. It looks like Malaria pottsii, just looking like a little spiky dong hanging on the edge of this dry creek bank. There's those tiny red flowers. Could it be pollinated by hummingbirds? Possibly. I guess there's that yellow stigma poking out. Look at the central spines too, just looking like little black hairs coming off right up the top of the dome. When you get up to the top of the rocky substrate, you could see them. They're everywhere. There's a couple coming up beneath the lechugia. There's a nice Thila Cactus right there. Also got a couple little bangers right there too. Here we got this species of ash, yes, Fraxinus, member of the olive family, Oleaceae. It's a dwarf desert ash. Right there we got a couple little tiny peyotes hanging out right there, baked into the limestone too. Also got a little guy right under there. See him just hanging out right next to the branch of that ash tree. Wonderful population. They're growing like weeds here. Just right in the limestone rock. Barely any way to hide from the exposure at all. There's another one of the Mammalias. See that? I could smell the Vachellia farnesiana in the air. Here's another little clump of them. Look at this. Looks like this has been cut at some point. Multiple heads. All the same plant. Probably been cut a few times. See, they got those stress pigments, those red betalain pigments, protecting them from the harsh exposure. How deep down does that root go? Massive bastard right there. Over here we got a species of Ancestral cactus. See those white spines with the little fish hooks on the end? You got some little tubercles in there as well. How about that? A little peyote just hiding out there, right under the mimosa right there. Another little guy right there. So abundant. Little seedling of Echinocactus horizontalonia. It's got a lot of donkey shit around here too. The donkeys can't mess with the cacti though, especially if they're flush with the ground. They're covered in spines. Lophophora doesn't have a spine though. Oh, this guy's not having a good time. Look at how stressed he is. Look at all that pink. I'm probably gonna put a little rock shelter around him just to shield him a little bit. You know, he does look pretty juicy though. He's probably got enough water stored up in him to last 6 more months. You can see how these little bastards just hide out. Look at that guy. See him? I love it. They hide. This guy's not hiding though. He's just out there. He's just swinging it out there. And he's got the hectia right there to protect him. It's a mean goddamn bromeliad if there ever was one. Look at it. You got lichens all over the ground. Lichens all over the ground. When this soil gets wet, what little soil there is, it stays wet for a day or two after at least. Can't imagine what it's like when you get a good soaking in summer rain. Nice big beautiful massive Thila Cactus. Look at that Thila Cactus bicolor. 2 of them. How old is that? One's getting ready to send out a flower. And of course, Euphorbia antisyphilitica just spreading by the rhizome, exploiting the cracks, the nooks and crannies of this weathering and cracking limestone. And of course, down there at the base, we got quite a few loafs, as you can see. Look, plump. They got the cover of the, oh, that guy's a plump old boy. Look, he's got the cover of the Euphorbia, this little broomy, succulent Euphorbia to protect him from the harsh exposure of the Chihuahua Desert. Look at it. See, look, you like that color pigmentation? Look at it. You like that color palette? That kind of chalky mint green mixed with the stressed red pigments of the betalain. And of course we got our hummingbird pollinated Fucuri splendens, the ocotillo going off. Those spines are just petioles, just the stalks that hold the leaf blade. The leaves then fall off when the plant goes dormant, and the petiole hardens off into this mean spine. Another guy coming up right next to the lechugia. Then over here we got, oh, look at the geometry on it. That's beautiful. Look, little seedling. Probably gonna pile some rocks around that guy to make sure he doesn't get knocked over, okay, or ripped out by some rabbit or something. It's a tiny little bastard. Look at it. You got more right there, more right there. Oh, look at that. Up against the Selaginella. Ooh, a lycophyte that can dry out without dying and then just rehydrate when it rains and it gets a little bit of moisture. And the temperatures cool off a little bit. Look at those peyotes. Look, you got so many here. Look, this guy's about to come out. Probably reburying that guy too. Absolutely no reason to take these fucking things because you could purchase seeds online. There's a shit ton of people growing them in California. There's actually quite a few people growing them in Texas too. Look, little guys right there. And they're important parts of the habitat. Respect the plant, respect the habitat. Don't be a fucking jedrul. See, so this guy, we're just gonna put some little, put it, you know, maybe I'll spit on it. You know, good at some moisture. Actually, we got a water bottle. It looks like, I mean, he's rooted into the ground now. You just want to create a little bit of substrate so the poor bastard doesn't get gnawed off by a rabbit or easily dried out with the exposure to the sun. So we'll just look at that. Look, like new. Look, you got a new home, buddy. I can't get over the geometry in that guy. Beautiful. Holy shit, I could smell this thing from 15 feet away. Senegalia romeriana. One of the mimosoid peas. Look at that mimosoid inflorescence. A little umbel consisting of dozens of tiny little flowers. Ah, smells incredible. Holy shit. Where you got the spines on those. Look at those little cat claw spines. Wish I could share the smell with you through the phone. It smells absolutely amazing. Look at this. You got more. You got, how many more you got under there? Nice little peyote family. You got this guy too. Put the rock up in front of him so he gets a little bit of shade. Holy shit, there's more right there. 9. Look, this will just go around the Chihuahua Desert, just building rock shelters for peyotes that seem like they're having a hard time. In all likelihood, though, they'll be fine. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, you got more over there. Probably 20 in this frame right here. 20 alone. Here we go. Massive, quote-unquote, old-growth member of the creosote family, Zygophyllaceae. This is Guayacum angustifolium. And they grow extremely slowly. They're known as ironwoods. So this guy right here must be probably, I don't know, 200 years old at least. There's those flowers. You can see 5 purple petals, 5 green cup-shaped sepals, and 8 stamens surrounding that notoriously upside-down paddle-shaped ovary. See that? Like a little paddle to spank your fanny. Banger, look at all that, just covered in flowers. And even this goddamn plant has a bunch of peyote coming up beneath it. What a beautiful plant. So great to not see it too heavily poached right here and readily abundant. Anyway, look at that. There's that carrier again. That's all I got for you tonight. Have a good rest of the evening. Go fuck yourself. Bye.